All right, ladies and gents, coming back with more Marvel Spider-Man content. This time going for the Spider-Man 2 PlayStation game series that's coming out. It's just a short reveal trailer I want to check out, even though it's going to get me super hyped for it, and I'm not... this is not a good idea for me to do. It's like I'm going to have all these questions and get no answers, But I'm a glutton for punishment. Who isn't? Okay, let's just get this set up and get going, shall we? Let's just rip off the Band-Aid. Okay. Let's see if I can get this. Alright. Dang it. Insomniac. They did so well on that first game, and then the Miles Morales... I call it an expansion rather than a sequel. But they were both fantastic and well done. So I expect the same.
For as long as I can remember, I have looked for an equal. One who could push me.
Oh! Ooh! Getting Iron Spider arms. Ooh, and Miles is back too. Ooh.
One who could even beat me.
Alright. Oh, tag team.
Yet all I found is disappointment.
Okay.
Will one of you finally give me what I desire?
Okay. I'm gonna go with Craven.
Yes. We will.
Oh! Oh, wait! Oh! Wait. Oh, wait, it's not done. Shit. Oh! 23! Are you kidding? Why did I do this? 2 years! Why did I do this to myself? What? Why? Why did you let me do this to myself? This is not fair. Is there any more here? Sorry. There's a little bit more. No, I think that's the end of it. 2023. 2023. How am I... I mean, yeah, you could argue that it's almost, September of 21. It's not that far away. But we don't know when in 23 it could be. It could be October 2023, in which case it's more than 2 years from now. Ugh. I'm going to watch this 8 more times. Or, a dozen more times before I comment on it. I'll be right back. Okay. So, just watched it about a zillion more times. Spent an hour watching a 2-minute or a minute and a half long thing. No problem. No issues with that. But 2 years before we get this. This is mean. And awesome. And just mean. But looking at it, what we got the return of both Spider-Men are coming back from the first game. We got Peter looking like he's going to get an upgrade with Iron Spider arms. He did have a suit power that gave him those, but they were just a sort of basic strength power-up. I think they look more like they're going to be actual gear upgraded stuff. That's his next step in his tech. And then you got Miles coming back. Now the question I have is, with this, are they going to go for a co-op shot? Because that would be pretty cool if I actually had somebody to play this game with. But other than that, I'm going to assume I end up playing the single player, or even if it is only single player, how it will work. Do you play... I assume it'll be Peter as the main protagonist, and I will explain a little bit of that why. But then when it comes to Miles, is it going to be where Miles is sort of there sometimes to assist, or will it be a sort of back and forth as they both go their own stories? Or maybe even like an Arkham City style, where you can sort of go to certain checkpoints and switch between the two of them, and then they each have their own objectives and stuff like that. It's kind of these are the kind of questions I have that I'm reluctant to go and look up because I don't want to learn too much. That's what I prefer. You know, I watch trailers and stuff, but I don't go in depth to find out all the stuff because I don't want to be too spoiled when I get to these. So I'm torn between looking up and finding out more than I want to and answering some of the questions that I have that are burning inside me. So if you guys have any sort of knowledge about co-op or switching characters, or if it's just one of the characters and the other's sort of a supporting cast, put a small comment in the thing. Don't elaborate, just say yes or no and try to keep it limited spoilers. But anyway, that's our boys. That's our spider boys. Then we have mystery speaker, but who I'm going to take a wild stab is Craven. I think I heard that somewhere. I heard a rumor about that. It's going to be Craven, and just from from his tone of voice, the accent, and that looking for a challenge mentality, it screams Craven to me. But then also, it is possible that it's either one, a game specific character they created just for the game, kind of like Arkham Knight for the Arkham series, or two, it could be somebody from the expanded Marvel universe, because there is confirmation that the PlayStation Spider-Man exists in a universe where other Marvel stuff happens, like the Avengers, and Taskmaster was in the first game, and he's not a Spider-Man specific villain. But I'm still going to go with the theory that it's Craven. If that is confirmed or not, you can also comment that for me. But, not too much more than that. So it looks like Craven. I think I would guess that those people they were fighting are like Craven's thugs. He's got to have like a gang. All these super villains do these days in these games. There was the one notable character who had like dual blades, glowing blades, but I think that's just a sort of special enemy type. And it's just Craven otherwise. But then there's also the big reveal. Venom. Venom is in this game. And it sounds interestingly like he's going to be ally more than enemy, although he may start as an enemy, because that was the whole thing, is that Craven is monologuing about how he's looking for a challenge, and he's asking if one of them, he said, one of you will give me that challenge. And Venom it's Venom who responds, "We will. Yes, we will." That leaves the question, is he doing the classic Venom "we," where it's two entities as one person, or is he saying "we" as in him and the spiders will give him that challenge? And the theories for that is that, for one thing, we don't know what kind of Venom it is in this game, because there's sort of two main Venom origins in Marvel that I know of. And that's the classic alien symbiote that we have, which a lot of people probably know from the recent films. And then another one where it's, if I'm not mistaken, that was the Ultimate Marvel, where it was some sort of part of a treatment for things like cancer. So some sort of like aid for helping against long-term illnesses. And from in this Marvel Spider-Verse, there was the one unresolved storyline from the first game, and that was Harry Osborn, where Harry Osborn is suffering some sort of genetic illness and he's being treated for it, and in part of his treatment seems to involve a symbiote-esque something. That was what a lot of fans speculated, and what I also speculate, that it's a Venom-esque thing. So this might mean that the Venom we have in this game is Harry Osborn Venom, not an Eddie Brock Venom. And that in that case, it's more likely to be a singular, like Venom doesn't do the "we" because it's not a living, sentient life form. I don't think it was in Ultimate. It's like it's a living entity, but it's not a sentient one, I don't think. So it doesn't do the whole "we are Venom" thing when it's not an alien life form. So it depends, but it could be. So it's like running theory for what's going to happen is Craven will be the primary villain here, obviously. They're setting that up, and his primary goal is just to get a challenge out of the spiders, which is interesting. And then I imagine with games like this, they're going to have extended other villains, possibly some callback to other villains that you had to deal with. Kingpin might make a comeback as a gangster villain and stuff like that. But then there's also Venom, and I would guess, as we know, as I'm going with my theory that it's a Harry Osborn Venom. Last we saw, Harry was being released from his stasis after his treatment. So it wouldn't be surprising if he initially is some sort of villain, like he goes a little wild and out of control and sort of has to be reined in. And that might be sort of Harry or Peter's main story, is helping Harry out and solving that, while Miles looks into Craven. Oh God, I want so many answers. I want to play this game right now, but I'm hoping for this because I'm hoping that it'll be something like you play as, it'll be something along the lines you play as Peter dealing with Venom, possibly play some as Miles looking into Craven and probably beaten by Craven, because I love Miles, but he's a little too inexperienced depending on how long it's been since the first game for this one. Don't know yet, but I'd still say he doesn't quite have the experience necessary to fight a guy like Craven. So it'll be something along those lines. It's like he'll look into Craven and be beaten and captured to lure in Peter, who will either bring Venom with him, and that'll be the whole "we will give you the challenge," or something crazy like both spiders are captured and then Venom will show up as the hero. Harry Osborn as Venom to give him a challenge. Because the one thing that's important is that I just want to play as Venom in an Insomniac game. That is what I want. That, or something really super awesome like a Venom Peter Spider-Man with Iron Man spider arms. Let's see if that's a good enough challenge for Craven. How about that? Iron Spider arm wielding Peter with a symbiote. Yes, that would be utterly perfect and totally the challenge Craven is looking for. More than enough of a challenge. So, God, 2 years. Why? Why would they do this to us? Oh, so mean. I assume they're going to have more trailers coming out. They're not going to just leave us hanging for 2 years. But my God, so long to wait for this game. Oh. Anyway, sorry. Those are my few cents for that. If you have any answers to these questions without spoiling too much, feel free. But otherwise, thanks for watching. Thumbs up if you liked it. Comment below, and I'll see you in the next one. All right? Bye.